For those flat earthers out there, why don't you go make some money and put a tourist attraction at the edge of the earth?
Do some tours.
I'll show up.
Or, hear me out. You know how they talk about like the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah.
Mhm.
People just get lost. Maybe that's the edge.
Oh,
And everyone who goes is just gone.
Oh, snap.
Wait, hold up.
Snap. Hold
Hold
on.
up.
Are you a flat earther?
I
guess
am
I'm
now.
tell us.
Dude, that got me. Like,
You got me.
yo.
What's happening?
Saw some players.
This is Arthur Dominguez.
Kyle McKinney.
Karina.
Larry Stevens.
Hey, Larry, the legend.
That's me. That's me.
Kyle, why don't you introduce Larry?
Hey, everybody. This is Larry, the legend.
It's like an AA meeting.
Yeah.
This is Larry, the legend Stevens, former roommate, former teammate, stood up with me at my wedding. One of my best friends ever.
Wow.
He's always there for me unless I give him a phone call.
Oh my God.
He doesn't respond to any of my phone calls.
No
But
way.
he's there for me for some reason.
Wait, let's break that down. Why aren't you answering calls?
He
bro?
never answers my phone calls.
All right, because he always calls at like the worst possible moment. So one, the most
Which
times.
is any point of the day.
Listen, I'm a big sleeper. Okay, I like to sleep. So most of the time when I am answering the calls, or I do get a call from Kyle, I'm like dead asleep, mid sleep, and I'm like, "Oh, it's Kyle." I was like, you know what? I can send him a nice little text real quick. She's like, "What's up, man? What's going on?" Most of the time, it's when he's driving though. He's like, just calling to see what's up. I'm like,
Oh, yeah.
okay.
Sometimes I roll through my podcast. I don't really want to listen to music. I just want to talk to somebody. So I
Yeah.
just start rattling off people's names, you know?
Yeah.
There we go.
And skip his name every time.
Every
He ain't gonna answer.
Not gonna. I go, Larry. No, he's not.
But I'm
gonna
there when it
answer.
matters. Okay,
Yeah. Lately,
True.
he's been good ever since we've had an intervention about his phone calls.
Yeah.
we did. We had a long.
You had
talk,
to have a
sit down.
serious conversation. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
listen, bro, do you hate me? I'm like, no, that's not.
what did I
it.
do?
I felt like a clingy girlfriend, and
Yeah.
he just didn't want any part of me.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, damn, dude, am I being too like clingy on him? Like, should I back up?
That's
Well, you
too
got to
much.
stay on your friends, or else that's how people lose contact over time.
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
True.
Facts. They all of my like college friends or high school friends, they don't live here.
Yeah.
You know, I've kind of adopted Emerald's friends, y'all,
Mhm.
as my friends.
Yeah.
And so my old friends, Larry, don't even want to talk to me. Don't even want to talk to me anymore.
I love talking to you. I love talking to
Okay,
you.
but are you guys like? Do you prefer texting over calling?
Oh, I'm a big texter.
Are
I'd
we
rather
team
text than
texting or
call.
team calling?
I'm team call.
I'm team call.
I can call too.
Oh yeah, see, I'm team text. Only if like I can't talk, but if I can talk on person, I'm calling you because one, I don't want my grammar to be exposed, and then two, my misspelling to be
Grammar to be
exposed. So I have fat fingers. I'll fat finger the shit out of text messages, and then I'll triple text you, try to correct my correction.
Yeah.
And so that's just like, you know, if I just talk to you, then we're all good, man.
So many texting conversations can be done in like a minute on
Yeah.
quick call. You know?
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying. I mean, I understand that. But two, with him, what I notice is I know it's important if he leaves me a voicemail. Now, to be fair, his voicemail sometimes is just like, Larry, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, here we go. Here it is.
Kyle, you leave voicemails?
Yeah, I leave voicemails.
Bro, I don't think I've ever left a voice.
Bro,
I
you
haven't
should
left
try
one
it.
forever.
That's kind of cool.
Do you know that's funny because I think about that sometimes when I get random calls from numbers I don't have saved. I usually ignore them, and I'm like, oh,
Same.
they'll leave a voicemail if they need, if it's
But
important.
It's
you'll
important,
never
exactly.
leave
But
a
I'm like,
voicemail.
but then I think about it, and I'm like, I've never left a voicemail.
There's voicemails that I don't know if you saved them, but I'm sure our buddy Jabrice has saved a few where I'll max out.
Oh,
Did you know you can only leave a voicemail 3 minutes long?
I didn't know that.
I've maxed out.
Oh, he's
plenty.
maxed it out.
No
He
way.
calls
start
again
just
just
going.
to like continue
Bro,
the
he's
voicemail.
leaving. He ain't even leaving voicemails anymore. He's leaving podcasts. He's
I low-key just have I'm just talking to myself the entire time. I like half of it's like me roasting, and then half of it's like me like, oh, did you see that they just opened this Chick-fil-A over here? Like, it's me talking.
gets
out loud.
sidetracked like 6 times in one voicemail.
Yeah, I don't know if you saved them all, but dude, I used to do that consistently to the point where I would call him and his voicemail box would be full, and that's all on me.
It's
Yeah.
all Kyle, literally. And the thing is, like, it gets to the point to where Kyle leaves a voicemail. It's just him having a conversation with himself at this point. So you just listen to his drive the whole time. You're just like, so
Yeah.
this is where his mind goes when he's driving.
Do y'all ever do the voice memos in the texts? Like the voice messages or whatever?
When it first came out,
Yeah.
yeah, I was definitely hot on the voice memo.
That's another underrated, feature.
yeah.
Definitely comes in clutch when you're driving. From time to time, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
okay, I got to explain the story to you. I can't type this all out while I'm driving. So let me just hit that voice
Yep.
memo and just let it record.
Record it.
Yeah.
I always hated when you tried to text and drive and you use Siri and you had to say what you're saying.
Yeah.
And you had to talk so politically and your grammar had to be on point and you had to make sure you enunciate everything. I'm like,
yeah.
hey, Larry, where are you going to eat dinner? Period. And like,
Oh, you have to say the punctuation, right? You have to.
Yeah.
But I don't know, comma.
Yeah. Exclamation point, smiley face.
No, my dad, I think it's an older people thing. They will use Siri to text, but they won't fix the errors. So they just send it and hope for the best. That's what my dad does all the time. Bro.
See, that's
Really?
why. My mom does that a lot as well, and I do it a lot for work because I'm always clients or subcontractors are always texting me, and I can't, and they obviously can't call at the time, but Apple actually has saved your ass on some of the grammar mess ups from Siri, and it puts at the bottom. I don't know if you see it says sent from Siri.
Okay.
Mm.
So that saved me
That's
from
true.
getting roasted by my
Yeah.
boss sometimes. Like, dude, you said this doesn't make any sense. I'm like, well, it's from
Do
Siri.
you not see that it was Siri's fault? Like,
Yeah, it's not
It's
my
not
fault.
your
dude. Yeah.
That's
Karina,
too
you went to
funny.
Miami.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, tell me about it.
305,
305.
You
Yeah.
were bro, I didn't know what 305 was.
I heard from the last one.
I am Miss 305.
That's crazy. She said she might move over there.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so I've been there 3 times, and I think the 4th time I'm gonna stay
What?
a little bit. For a little bit,
What's a little bit?
maybe like a year or 2.
Start with
There we
a
go.
year.
Okay. Just
Yeah,
quick year.
Maybe level up from there.
just like slowly like move all my stuff in
Just
there.
get somewhere with the guest room so when Emerald and
Oh,
I come,
yeah.
we can stay.
Oh,
that's,
for
that's
sure.
what I'm thinking. Like somewhere with a 2-bedroom, and it'd kind of be the place like where we can invite our family and
Mhm.
friends like all year
That's why
round.
anytime any of my friends are like, "Oh yeah, I want to move to this city," I'm like, "Good idea."
Yes.
All these different places to visit.
Make sure you have a
Yep.
guest room.
Yeah, so it was really fun. Went to the beach, ate a lot, walked a lot, went to museums.
Oh, nice.
I just
we
en-
got a car this time, so we got to drive around a lot
Oh, nice.
more.
I just
it was fun.
envision like Miami like a party city though.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like I don't know if I'd be able to just chill there.
I mean, that's where I had my bachelor party
Right.
with this guy. And I don't think the only water I drank was the ocean.
By accident.
Yeah. So, I mean, it was almost to the point where I was like sick of the place. I was like, dude, this place is a hellhole.
It can be crazy.
Ooh.
It
Yeah.
depends
It
where
is
you
crazy.
stay. So, like, I've stayed in South Beach, like
Okay.
where the craziness is, and
Mhm.
it's like,
Like on the little island.
yes.
Okay.
So I always stay on the island, but twice I've stayed more north.
Okay.
More north, it's like more calm.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still like party and there's clubs and big hotels, but
Mhm.
it's not as crazy as you get lower, like the
Yeah.
end of the island.
Southside.
Then it's kind of crazy.
it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
When we went to South Beach, we went to, I don't know if you saw it, the Clevelander.
Yes,
So
that's
we,
like the crazy area.
we didn't know
Dude, we
Oh,
had no
that-
idea.
that
So
is, like where you get crazy.
we saw and heard that the Clevelander was like this old 80s hotel that they've renovated and kept up to still make it look like the 80s.
Mhm.
Mhm.
But they have like really good pool parties. But we thought it was like kind of like a resortish pool party where like there's people there having their own miniature parties and like just drinking by themselves.
Mhm.
No.
Nope.
We walked in. I don't know how we got in free. We just walked smooth right in. And the drinks there were just, don't even talk about the price. But
Oh yeah, the
we
price for
got
everything.
drunk so fast. And then the party, there were so many people showed up that there was a line down the block
Yep.
for this party that we
Damn.
just walked right in and it was free. And people were paying $25 at the door.
Oh shit.
And we walked in free, and it was probably one of the best parts of our trip.
Mhm.
And we just was like, found it on Google and just walked right in, and it just happened.
Yeah.
Some people were like, "Oh, dude, that's a historic pool, like a hotel that years back people and celebrities used to go there back when it was new."
Mhm.
And we're just like, "Oh, really? Because their margaritas are $30."
Yeah, $35 a pop. So
No.
But dude, it got to the point when we were there. It was, I mean, obviously it was so hot there, but it got to the
Mhm.
point to where I kid you not, like you said, we didn't have water. I got to the point I swear I was just sweating alcohol at that point.
Yeah.
I was just like sweating it out and replenishing myself with alcohol.
Hydrating with alcohol, bro.
Literally.
I do recommend. Did you go on a pool? I mean, not a pool. Sorry, yacht.
Did you go in a pool?
Did you go on? Hold on. Did you go on a pool though?
I haven't.
Oh, you have. Okay, well, that's a valid answer.
Wait, you haven't gone in a pool in
No,
Miami?
I've gone in the. I haven't gone on like a boat or yacht.
A yacht.
Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay.
So did you go on a yacht?
Mm-mm.
So you didn't? I recommend it. If
Recommend
there's
a
one
yacht?
thing that I would go back to Miami is just to get a yacht for like, what was it, 6 hours, and then the next day I just go home. Like just fly there, get on a boat, and then fly back.
The best, it's just
Fine.
so peaceful and just the way like what they show you and things like that. It
And
was,
they I mean, we weren't even on a big boat.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it was like we had 8 of us, and it held 10 people, not including the captain and then the bar lady
Mhm.
that was handing us drinks, and so 12 total. And they showed us like, oh yeah, that's
The
Alex-
house, like different houses.
yeah, it's Alex
Mhm.
Rodriguez's old house.
Oh.
That's Michael Jackson used to live there. Tom Brady's building a house right there.
Mhm.
And we saw this huge, massive house, and it was like, oh, that's the guy who invented Viagra.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
He would live there.
Yeah.
Dude,
And
I
it's-
was like, he's making money because that
Oh,
house
dude,
was
it
nice.
It was such a Viagra thing, so like, overcompensation, like type of, for whatever problem you got going on. His house was just stupid big. Like it was unnecessarily big. He was hiding something.
I was like,
But
there's
then-
no way you see half that house.
And
There's
then
no way.
and then they take you to this little tiny island about as big as this room. But it's big enough that if you swim to it, you can walk on the little island and there's
Oh,
trees
yeah.
and everything. But all these yachts just anchor down, and then people just like go yacht hopping and stuff like that.
Damn.
And I mean, it was probably one of the best parts of our trip,
Mhm.
and the rest was a shit show. But that was probably the
Yeah.
most like organized part.
Yeah.
The
And
part
that's-
you remember.
Yeah.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
He's like, actually, it's just the only part I can remember.
Yeah. I
But it was
recommend
nice.
I recommend sunscreen because I got burnt up like a crisp.
Oh, you
on that
Ooh.
thing.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, it rained twice while we're out there, but in Miami, it rains like for 20 minutes and then it's sunny like it never
Mhm.
did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So I was like, oh, it's raining as we're going to the yacht, and I was like, I don't need sunscreen.
Yeah. Karina, do you do any turning up when you go, or is it just like wholesome
Um,
trip?
This one was wholesome.
Nice.
Last time we did like a little bit more, but I don't know. I just find it relaxing. I think I really like the beach there. I
Yeah.
think the weather's really nice. Like the weather here it's hot as hell there too, but here it just feels like icky.
It's more like
There it's like a little bit better.
humid here.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
here in San Antonio, you can't escape to a beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Well, no, yeah, you can't.
No, you
Yeah,
can't.
yeah,
You can go to the good old Galveston.
I was about
Yeah.
to say, good old Galveston.
The brown beach, baby.
Yeah.
There we go.
We need like some memories of Kyle or like some embarrassing shit while you're
Oh,
here, bro.
You're gonna come at me?
All right, here-
That's
Yeah.
like the
Where
only,
should I
that's the
start?
best part about him being here, bro. Or at least like crazy memories.
You want to go through?
While you're thinking, I can tell one. It's not embarrassing, but it's something that popped in my head on the way
Yeah.
over here. So you can still think, though.
I know. I'm thinking.
But there was one time. So Larry and I lived together for 3 years. We lived in those like townhouses that they all look the same, and he lived across the hall from me.
Mhm.
And Larry, two things that I've learned. Larry always locked his room on accident.
Okay.
There was one time,
Like locks
Wait,
himself
when
out?
yeah, when
no,
he's in
like
it or
he's
outside?
locked out of his own bedroom.
Okay.
Like I
So-
don't know. I would shut my door. My door would just randomly be locked.
So
I'm like,
he had a patio room, so it'd go. There's 2 rooms that are connected to the patios,
Mhm.
and he would go through my other roommate's room to go through the patio, come through his, and then
Oh, okay.
that's how we would get in. There's one time he also locked his patio door and his front door.
Ah.
So there was a time he couldn't open it. There's only one way to get in. He asked me, knocked on my door. Kyle, can you open my door? Couldn't. And he goes, how about you just run through it?
there was no other way. I was like, it's too late. We can't
He's
call
so
maintenance right
desperate.
now.
Just truck
So
the
I was like,
door,
you know,
bro.
Kyle, just like run through the door. Like, I'll
So-
deal with the damages later.
So he was his door's across the way from the laundry room. And so I backed up as far as I could in the laundry room. And I'm thinking, I'm about to get hit like a hard wall.
Yep.
And this is going to hurt. And I ran straight smooth into it. It was like running through paper.
It just popped open.
But the door was obliterated.
Oh,
But to
shit.
me, it felt like I was just running through paper.
Yeah.
Like, and because it was like a cheap door. And I mean, when we moved, we paid a whole month's worth of renovation money.
Oh my God.
They took
Just
our
for
security deposits, all 4 of our security deposits, and then paid more, like a whole rent's worth on top of it each.
Oof.
Oh my
I mean, it was a
God.
rough
What'd you
house.
guys do to it?
I mean, so like like honestly, at first when you look at the top, I was like, oh, actually, it wasn't that bad. But then you go to the bottom of the door, and like the whole bottom was like cracked.
The
and
whole
stuff.
hinge.
And I was
His
just
door
like,
never locked ever since.
never locked again. I mean, we fixed the problem if you think about it. But but yeah, I was like, Kyle, you good? Like it sounded like a lot of noise. He's like, oh no. He's like, that was the easiest thing I ever had to do. I was
Yeah.
like, really? And he's like, dude, it was like paper. I was like, oh, all right,
Yeah.
cool.
And then also, I mean, this is a little thing that I learned about Larry. I don't know if you still do it now. Larry
Pause.
Larry's just
Here we
nervous.
go. Here we go.
on his desk, he knows exactly what I'm about to say. Till this day, I don't know why he has 20 bottles of lotion on his desks.
I mean,
Alright,
I can make some guesses. Like,
All right, wait.
All right,
You
all
still
right,
do
all right, all right. No.
To
All
me, this is an observation. This is not a roast. All right.
it's
To
just
me,
a
it
roast
looked
observation.
like-
I know, and I'm like,
It looked like he did his own experiment on which lotion's the best, and he bought 20 lotions, and not any of them were empty. You could get lotion from each single one of them. And then when I first time I saw that, I'm just like, hey, you good, bro?
yeah, he's like, hey, I didn't see you all day. Like, you all right?
Wait, is that why you were in the room that long? Dang.
No, okay. The reason why I had so many lotions is because like I like to think of it like cologne. So you know how you have like a cologne that you go out in. You have a cologne that's like my day-to-day cologne.
Yeah.
Kind of the same thing like lotion. I have different scents I like. So it's like
Get
depending on
that.
the type of day, I'm like, this is a good scent for today. So let me
Yeah.
use this one. So I just like an option per se.
They're like, it's gonna be hot outside. Like,
Yeah.
it's gonna
Oh
be
yeah,
cold.
it's hot outside. I'm gonna throw the one that has little like 25 SPF. on
There you
it,
go.
know?
Where like I don't want the too thick one because it's too hot. I don't feel like
He
sweating.
checks the weather app. He's like, nah, it's got to be this one.
It's
Today.
got to be this one today.
Oh, it's gonna be extra cold. I gotta put that cocoa butter on.
All right. Since we're telling stories now,
Oh snap!
There we go.
the first thing that came to my head, I'm gonna have to go to it. Kyle's 21st birthday.
Okay.
So
Mm.
we decided, everybody does this. It's like Kyle's turning 21. You only turn 21 once. It's like, where should we go? Go have fun. We chose good old Dirty Sixth.
Mm.
Thought that was the best time to do it. We're like, let's do it. We'll make a whole trip out of it, get a hotel, things like that. I was like, all right, bet. So obviously, what happens on the 21st birthday. Kyle, by the end of the night, had to carry him back to the hotel. Mind you, I had to carry Kyle back to the hotel. I had some help, but
Yeah.
he was like full force, like all weight on me. So I'm like, and we're walking like blocks to get back to the hotel. So I'm like,
Oof.
all right, let me just make sure I get Kyle home. We'll get him home. The funniest thing I will never forget is the next morning. He wakes up. So we all shared a room. There's a bunch of us, like, well, there's like maybe like 6 or 7 of us in the room
Yeah, in a 2-bed
in a 2-bed. And so Kyle's asleep. He falls asleep in between the 2 beds
on the ground.
on the ground. We all wake up the next morning. Kyle just sits up. He goes, what happened to my shirt? He has no shirt on. He's like, what happened to my shirt? I was like, well, it was hot. You were sweating. So like we took it off. Like we just, made you put some shorts on, led you down. He's like, okay, makes sense. I'm like, how you feeling this morning? He goes, oh, dude, I feel great. He's like, I could play a football game right now if I wanted to.
Bro, I threw up so much that I had 0% alcohol in me. It just came all out of me.
all out of your
Oh my
system,
Yeah.
bro.
And I was sweating on top of it. Yeah.
You just needed a good breakfast is all.
That's all he needed.
I
It's-
woke up and I was the only one that didn't have a hangover. I was like, I'm good.
I was like,
I'm
You're
great.
good.
Like, let's go. Let's brunch. Like,
It's brunch.
And so the funniest thing, I still have the picture in my phone until this day, was Kyle did not have an extra shirt to wear to leave the hotel, right? So we're like all scrambling around. So I don't know why we all thought this was the best chance or best possible opportunity for him. Laura Cruz goes, "Oh, I have a shirt." I was like, all right. I was like, well, yeah, like let him try it on. Give it to him. We'll give it to him. He puts it on. This thing, I kid you not, it's like a tank top. It's like a crop top. I mean, sorry.
Hey,
It's like
crop tops are in now, I guess.
I guess so.
and Kyle's just making the funniest poses. He has like sunglasses on. He goes, "I look like Dimitri from Backyard Sports." And I was
wearing
laughing.
sunglasses that say I'm 21.
Then he flips them upside down. He's wearing it upside down, and I zoom in on the video. He goes, "I look like I'm 12, fam." But man, that was a funny story. And then, long story short, we ended up leaving the hotel. Kyle's says, "You know what? This guy, I have this video too. He has a bag. I don't know. I think it's your dirty clothes.
Oh,
on
a
his
trash
back.
bag from the hotel room.
Trash bag full of his dirty clothes, shorts, no shirt on, with the 21 glasses on. Just walks out of the lobby. We're all walking through. We're just video recording him, and has a case of beers in his hand. Just walking out.
There we go, baby.
And it's the only way to do it, man.
Man, that was
Wow.
honestly, that's one of the times I will never forget. That was the funniest morning I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh,
It was
yeah.
just-
And for some reason, you forgot to mention that I woke up and the wall I was laying against,
oh my God.
the wallpaper was peeling from the hotel room.
Mhm.
And so I think I got some gum and put it on the
Oh,
wall and then
God.
put the wallpaper back and stuck it back. I'm like, that works.
Problem solved.
Got it done.
Look at it. It's not moving.
Man, but that story, oh my gosh, I still have all the videos to this day. Like, I still show everybody. I'm like, this was by far the best night of my life. It was so much fun. It was so much fun.
Didn't you say you couldn't remember like 3 straight birthdays or something? Or like,
There was a point in time from the age of 18 to 22, I was terrified on my birthdays. I actually wished I could just can we just skip my birthday? Just
Yeah.
go from July 23rd to the 25th. Like, just skip it completely because I died every single year from
Yeah.
18 to 22. And I was like, I'm terrified. And
Oh
so
my
it's
God.
not until I met Emerald, I'm like, okay, I'm not dying anymore.
let's just chill it, chill it down a bit.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
what's the dinner reservation?
I was
Yeah, I
gonna
think it was my 19th birthday that they threw David Morgan. He played for the Vikings, but he was one of our teammates. He had his own house off of Hausman Road, off of by Pedrati's
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
over
Mhm.
there. And he was throwing a birthday party for me, and they had a cake. Happy birthday, Kyle.
hmm
And I started pre-gaming at 5:00. When the party started at 9 or
Oh
something,
God.
I blacked out.
Didn't even make this part.
You didn't even make it to 9 o'clock.
My buddy Reed gave me a full, not a full handle, but like a fifth of Tennessee honey whiskey.
Okay.
And that was when I can't even drink whiskey to this day because
Yeah.
of my 19th birthday. But I drank the entire thing just from the knob. And
That's different.
the last video that we saw before it cut to me face down in the piece in grass was the last thing I said. It was like, this tastes like water. That's how you know it's. And then he swiped the Snapchat video to the next one, and it's me laying on the ground. I was like, yo, the whole world is spinning. I didn't even show up to my own birthday party.
Ooh.
I didn't show up. They made a cake
Gosh.
for me, and it was 8. And then my on that video of me laying on the ground, like this whole world is spinning. On the Snapchat, we can put the time on there.
Mhm.
It's like 8:15 at night.
Did they celebrate without you?
Yeah, dude, I guess. Oh no, I woke up the next day and no one told me anything.
Oh
like,
my God.
I just saw people eat pictures of people eating the cake, and I was like, oh,
So
cool.
now what do your birthdays look like?
Nice dinner,
There we
Nice.
in bed by 10.
go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nah, that's a stretch.
That's cool.
Oh, I don't know. I'll be in San Diego this year, so
Nice.
That's fire.
yeah. So San Diego-ish.
Yeah.
I don't know. With the kid coming up, it'll be very different.
Very different, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I can babysit so I can recreate some birthdays.
I'm down. I'm probably the most responsible one.
okay.
Just leave the dog and the kid with me, baby.
I got you.
I got everything taken care of.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, so how's it going? Arthur's gonna be like, yeah, I've won 3 Grand Prix in Mario Kart.
I think they're just playing in the backyard.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, he's gonna be playing Nintendo Switch at my house and be like, yeah, this freaking Birdo on Mario Party, dude. I freaking hate this bitch.
Kyle's like, what about the baby though?
Baby, the dog.
He's like, oh, baby's fine.
Baby's fine.
Baby's fine. Oh, yeah.
Baby's with honey.
Honey said he's like,
Nah. Larry, what's your favorite birthday?
ooh, my favorite birthday that I've had so far will probably be, I would have to say for my 23rd birthday. Went to my first concert ever. And it was actually in Austin. I went to go see Chris Brown.
First concert ever.
Yeah,
I went to go see Chris Breezy. It was so nice. It was in Austin. Great. It was amazing the entire time. Had some good openers. And yeah, since then, now I've been obsessed with concerts. I love concerts now, but I'd probably say that's my favorite birthday so far.
Nice.
No floor seats, right, Arthur?
We don't do floor seats over here.
Oh, no, those
He needs an angle.
I need an angle down so
I
I
gotta see.
So I got a good vision.
You gotta be eye level, like a little bit higher.
Yeah,
Floor seats are overrated.
for real. Well, not me. I was.
All right.
We're talking about the weekend concert where I saw the whole concert.
Oh, yeah.
Arthur had to change positions.
Oh,
I'm what they call the average height over here.
Kyle's like, I'm good. I see
There's
everything.
like
I'm
girls,
good.
there's like girls standing on their seats in front of us. I'm just like looking through the crowd.
It's like, come on, guys, watch out.
Can't see the guy.
Arthur's like, I can't see. I'm like, he's right there.
What do you mean? I'm eye to eye with him.
I
right
can
now.
almost touch him.
What seems to be the issue, bro. I'm like, bro.
That's what he said, Kyle.
Put me on your
his
shoulders.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I do remember we actually, Larry and I went to lunch here, and we talked about it at lunch, and there was a birthday,
Oh,
an
here we go.
infamous birthday that Emerald and my sister were a part of. We went to Austin for his birthday. We went to Rainy Street,
Mhm.
prime Rainy Street, before they started knocking shit down and making hotels and shit. But we went to Rainy Street, vibing, you know.
Great time.
We were cheap drinks. It was at that same place where they had $3 beers.
Okay.
I was like, yo, $3 beers, bro. Where else do
Sign
you
me
want to
up.
be right
Exactly.
now? Where else do you want to be?
Bro, hold on. Pause that. Last time we went to Austin, Kyle was like not drinking, right? You were
Yeah.
doing the 75 hard. But even he was like, why would y'all ever want to leave this place? This is where we should be all
He was
night.
like
It
heartbroken.
was
He's like,
St.
"Y'all wanna
Patty's
leave?"
Day. It was like, it says on the sign, $3 green beer. Where else do you want to go?
You got everything
I'm
right
here.
here.
I'm here,
Why, bro?
I'm here for the rest of the day. But anyways, we were at Rainy Street, and then our buddy Jabris and his girlfriend at the time were like, "Oh, up in the Domain, we have a bartender. She can give us free drinks the entire time."
Mhm.
Rainy Street to the Domain, that's a 30-minute drive on a good day, and so we were just like, oh, "All right, pay for drinks, or drive 30 minutes and get free drinks, and then just, you know, suck it up on the way back."
Mhm.
So we were like, all right, let's bite the bullet here. Let's go to the Domain. 30 minutes away. We get there. Jabris drove. He dropped us off because he was going to go in the parking garage and park. Right? We get out. Emerald gets out. My sister gets out. This dude is almost there. He's almost
I'm like at the tipping
I'm
point.
about,
Right? It's
I'm
like
about
one
to
more
lose
drink.
him. Yeah,
I'm about to
I'm
lose
this
it.
close from losing him. All right. He comes out and he's walking next to me, and I go, "Yeah, Larry, we're gonna go to this place." And I look behind my shoulder. He's nowhere to be found.
Oh,
Gone.
no.
Where
Gone.
this dude, hocus pocus, gone. And I'm just like, all right. I didn't move. I'm like, if I stay here, he will appear.
Yeah.
I don't move. He calls me. I get a phone call from him like 30 seconds later. He goes, "Dude, why'd you leave me?"
He goes, what? He goes,
I'm
"I'm
like,
so
"Dude, I
same
haven't
spot."
moved." This dude went down an alleyway,
No.
like behind a building, and went to go pee,
Mhm.
Mm.
and then realized, looked around, and he goes, "Where is everybody?"
Wait, they didn't come with me?
That's what I thought, because I thought they were going to be falling behind me. So when I was done, I turned around, I was like, one, you know, I was like at the tipping point. So everything looks the same to me at this point. So I'm like, wow, where did I go to? Where did I disappear off to? So I'm like, let me just call Kyle, hit him up. was like, where did y'all go? Kyle's like, where did you go? And
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like,
yeah.
honestly, I don't know, but I'll come find y'all.
That's a good question.
That's a
Kyle.
great question.
He comes and pops out of this 2 blocks down. He goes, "Hey,
Found you guys.
like, oh, there you guys are." I'm like, dude, what the freak are you doing, man? And so we go into the bar. We were there for like 30 minutes, and then we get the phone call that Jabrise had to take his, girlfriend at the time home because she didn't feel well. And this is when things start getting real rocky here. Emerald and my sister Taylor start getting pissed because they're like, okay, why are we 30 minutes away? from
Yeah, wait,
our
wasn't she the key to
Yeah,
the free drinks?
Exactly.
And she didn't go into the
Oh,
bar,
shit.
so we don't even know what bartender she's talking about
Yep.
or
Yeah.
that gives us free drinks, or we have any credibility that like, oh, Allie told us that you give us free
Yeah.
drink. Right. Oh, name drop, sorry.
Sorry, Allie.
My B.
And so we're just like, okay, so Taylor and Emerald get pissed. And I'm buzzing, right? So I'm just like, oh, whatever, we're here, right? This dude's dunzo. He's
Yeah.
like, I don't give a shit. And he just oh, I forgot to talk about this. So he was on his vodka water kick where he just vodka water lime everywhere he went, vodka water with lime. And I got a beer, and apparently the vodka water with lime was too strong. He takes a sip of his and goes, "Ugh, give me that." Grabs the beer out of my hand and gives me the vodka water, and he goes, "Later." He just walks away.
Appreciate it.
He just walks away with my beer. I'm like, what the hell? And I just see him walking away, just holding it from the top and just
Damn.
And I'm like, dude, Larry's savage right now.
I was at the point of no return at this point.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
So from the bar we
What
were
is
at, across the street, it was Torchy's, right? Get drunk, gotta get some tacos in here, right?
gotta get tacos.
So the girls go find a table, and Larry's talking nonsense to me in the line, right?
Kyle's
Larry
like,
speaking gibberish.
Yeah.
I honestly can't tell you what he was talking about because I tuned him out for about 15 minutes standing in line. And so I order, right? And I'm holding my number and I'm waiting for him to order because at this point, I don't know if I'm going to lose him or not. So I got to make sure I babysit him. And so he's orders like 3 tacos to himself
Mhm.
and then walks away. He sits and I ordered queso ahead of time. So I got queso. And then queso comes down and he just starts,
Inhaling it.
and then he just goes, "Thank God I got queso." And I go, "Excuse me? I bought this."
Bro, Larry goes, I came in clutch with this, bro.
No. He goes, he's basically like, "I'm a genius."
Sober Larry was looking out.
And I'm just like, okay. So I get my tacos and then they go, "Larry 47? Larry 47. And he just sits there. I'm like, "Larry, your tacos." He goes, "I don't get tacos."
I just got the queso.
I was like, I just got the queso. I told you that.
And I'm like, "Larry," I literally, we got in an argument.
Oh my God.
I remember him and I got in like a heated argument. "Larry, you got tacos. I saw you order it."
Because why are they calling your name?
And he goes, and I'm like, "Where's your receipt?" And he goes, "I don't have any." And I remember he threw the receipt away.
Ah.
And I'm like, "Larry, those tacos, just go get them." And he goes, "Fine." He grabs the tacos, puts the 4 tacos down. He inhales them like he stole them.
Hurry before they catch me.
He ate them so fast.
He's like, yo, there's a Larry in here looking for his food. I gotta eat these
I
fast.
gotta
bro.
get these down real quick.
He ate them so fast. And I'm like, this dude is on one. And I'm like, hey man, it's like almost 1 o'clock ish, right around that time. Like, hey dude, you gotta get an Uber home because he's further north in Austin, and then we got to go back south in Austin. And he's like, you gotta get an Uber home. He goes, "Oh, well, my phone died." And I'm like,
Oh my god.
damn it.
Kyle goes,
And I go, "I will text you tomorrow and remind you everything that's going on today, and you will Venmo me money." And he goes, "Sure." Like this dude just does not care. And so I get the Uber, and the Uber parked like 5 blocks down, and I'm like, and the Uber's like, "This is as far as I can get with the traffic." So I'm like, "Larry, grab him by the collar." It's like, "We gotta go."
Yeah.
I'm like, hurry, because the Uber's like 5 minutes. If you're not there, they charge you and they just ditch you, right?
Hmm.
And I'm like, let's go. I'm dragging him along. And this dude, So for the people who don't know, Larry played wide receiver in college
Mhm.
and in high school. And this dude did a freaking jab step to an alley and just started running
Like I started
diagonal
running
from it.
routes on the sidewalk. I was just like,
He did. Ooh, ankle break. Boom. And he just hits a
Damn.
right turn on me. And then it just goes down this alley and he goes, I gotta pee. I gotta pee. Peeing. And I'm like, dude, Larry, hurry up. I grab him back again. He hasn't even put his belt back together. And I'm like, come on. Get to the Uber driver with like a minute to spare and just open the back door and then throw him in. And I go, I'm Kyle. That's Larry. Get him home. I don't care how. I just close the door. And Larry rolls down the window. He's like, I'm so sorry, man.
I'm like, hanging out the window. I'm like, I'm sorry, Kyle. I'm so
There's
sorry.
the thing about Larry. When he gets like super drunk and he knows he messed up for some reason, doesn't know why, but he starts apologizing. He just drunk sorries.
Mhm.
And I'm like, I've heard this sorry before. Get out of here.
Kyle's like, I've been through this too many
I've
times.
heard 200 Larry sorries. I'm like, get out of here. And so that's the end of Larry's night. My night
Oh,
has
this
just
is funny.
begun.
Okay.
Oh,
I walk back, just sweating because I just got done running 5 blocks. And then Taylor and Emerald just give me the dirtiest look. Like I just killed somebody.
Okay.
And they're like, what do we do now? And I'm like, well, I can't order another Uber until
oh,
Larry
no.
gets home. And
Yeah.
he lives 25 minutes from here.
Yeah.
So Taylor's like, fine, I'll get an Uber. And I'm like, okay. She gets an Uber. And her app breaks down and like just explodes on her.
What?
Yeah. But she still gets text message updates. And so all we get is your Uber will arrive in 15 minutes, Hyundai.
Okay.
That's it. It's like, all right.
Hyundai. And we're just like, that's it? And I was like, that's it? So we stood out there for 15 minutes. Taylor and Emerald took their heels off at this point because their heels are feet. For the ladies out there, props to you. Their feet
Seriously.
are just annihilated.
Seriously.
All right. And so the longer we wait, these two girls are just staring at me. I'm not looking at them.
What are they mad about?
We'll get there. We'll get there.
Okay.
They're
okay.
mad. So
Well, first of all, it's 1 a.m. They're in front of a Torchy's with no shoes on.
yes. To get there, they were mad that we went all the way away from the main. Our hotel was 5 minutes walking distance from Rainy Street. And why did we go so far away from hotel?
Mm-hmm.
But they're mad at me for some reason.
Mm.
Because Jabryce is my friend.
Mm.
By the way, Jabryce has been gone for like 3 hours. Like he's already laying in his bed.
Yeah.
Right. So we start pointing Hyundais out and just going, my sister Taylor Taylor? And they go, nope. We're like, Taylor? And the Taylor went up to this random car and it was a Hyundai and she goes, Taylor? And he goes, yeah. Us being so smart, we just take the benefit of the doubt, just jump in the car.
Yeah.
We luckily made it to the hotel, but that was the quietest 30 minutes the
Mm.
entire time. No one spoke a single word.
Right.
And we get out of the car. I'm the only one talking. It's like, all right, you have a great night. To whatever the guy's name was. Walking up to the hotel room, super quiet, super quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just
Scared?
I'm just like, I just don't say anything. I should be all right.
I should come out of this alive.
I brush my teeth, get in bed, lay in bed. My sister and Emerald are still, taking off their makeup, getting ready for bed. I lay in bed. I got the comforters all up to my laying on my back,
Real
all the way up
comfy.
to my chin, just like, They pop their head out of the bathroom. Both of them look like Scooby-Doo, but one on top of each other right here. And Emerald just goes, oh, you're just going to lay down. After tonight, you're just going to lay down. I just go,
You
yeah?
deserve to be comfortable, Kyle.
I just go, yeah. And Taylor's just like, really? Mm-hmm. And I'm just like, what did I do? And it carried over to the next morning. And I'm just like, what did I do? She goes, you're friends. We can't deal with him. And I'm just like, wait. I can explain for Larry. Like, no, Jabryce. And I'm just like, wait, okay. How is this my fault?
Remind me what Jabryce did.
Jabryce just dropped us off.
Oh.
Because it was their idea to
It
go
was
to
It was
go to
their
the
idea.
main.
Yeah.
to go 30
His
minutes
i-
away.
Right.
And they're like, hey, we're going to drop her off. We're going to go park somewhere, find a garage.
We never saw Jabrise.
Never saw him again.
Okay.
Never saw him
so
again.
he just bailed.
So yeah, well, his girlfriend at the time had a tummy ache. Oh, no.
That explains it.
Oh no.
He should have dropped her off.
Yes,
There we
just
go.
what I said. I was like, yo, she good? Yes, he's like, yeah, she's asleep. I was like, okay, cool. Leave. Come here.
Come back.
Come
Where you
back,
at?
bro. Nice, just still young.
She brought us to a more expensive bar. We're over here drinking $3 beers. Now I'm 12. Like, come on
Hell
now.
no, bro.
So that is one of Larry's birthdays, and he did Venmo me the next day, but he didn't remember a single thing that happened
At
the
all.
next day.
He called me. I was like, "What's up, bro?" He was
I-
like, "What's up?" He's like, "You know what happened last night?" And I was like, "Yeah, my birthday. We went out." He was like, "Oh, let me tell you what happened last night."
I think the last thing you remember is getting to the Domain bar.
Right when we got to
And
the
that was
main
it.
bar, and,
And
then
then
that's when it.
Black.
Wow.
Nothing else. To be fair, I blame good old Rumplemans for y'all. I don't know if y'all know it. Stay away from it. It's 100 proof. Tastes like mouthwash. Got into it because actually we talked about this a little bit. PKs back in the day.
Oh,
PKs.
God.
That's where I.
Smells like shit.
PK's the vomit bar, bro. That's what I call that
literally,
place.
that's why I got introduced to Rumple, and then since then, like I just been in love. Like I still remember I have that bottle of Emerald House that I brought, and
Oh
nobody's
yeah,
touched it since.
you go to
yeah.
Javier and Kathy's, open up
Yeah.
their liquor cabinet. It's right there. That's his.
Nobody's touched. It's been there for like
Wait, what is
over
a
a
bottle
year?
of
Rumpleman.
Oh,
Rumplemans.
okay.
They're like, yeah, we're not touching that, Larry. Like I remember pulling it. I had to like blow the dust off of it. I was like, y'all haven't touched this.
I remember being there one time and people were like, ew, why is this here? I was like, I don't know.
Who's the weirdo
It's,
who
it's
brought
like
this?
it's a
My bad.
memento now, bro.
Listen, it's for everybody out there. It's a great shot to take before
No.
you go to the next bar because it makes your breath smell good. Just be careful.
Oh, okay.
Just be careful with
Or
it.
just drink your Listerine. It's the same thing. It's the same thing.
So did you ever Venmo request him for the queso and the?
Oh, 100%.
100%. I gave him that. It was like 37 for the Uber, and I said $42.
That's funny.
It was like $5 for the hassle.
But I can say if it wasn't for Kyle, I would not be safe. So I do appreciate him. This is why he's still my brother till this day and forevermore.
He'd be probably arrested for public urination.
I mean, you guys saved each other at different times.
Oh yeah.
There we go. Yeah,
So,
I mean, we look out for each
you
other.
know.
That's what it is.
Oh yeah. My 21st.
There we go. He
I just-
carried you.
I just remember the dinner. I just remember
Yeah.
the dinner. I
As
don't
well.
remember. They're like, yeah, we went to 6th Street. I'm like, we did.
I was like, we were there for
Wait,
like 3
what?
hours.
I just remember paying the check at
He
dinner.
goes, was I there?
Y'all were there, right? Not me.
That's why I woke up and I was like, why am I wet?
That's right.
Why am I soaked?
I was like, because we were sweating so
Did
much.
it
when we
rain
were
last
walking.
night?
Oh man.
So that's some good times
Yes,
we had.
those were some good times. I definitely do miss those times for sure. But oh man, I am shocked for whoever took over our townhome after we left. Because
Mhm.
oh my goodness, the way we left that place, I'm like, I don't think anybody's ever gonna move into this place ever again.
Oh yeah, I really hope they renovated it for sure because it needed it for sure. I mean,
Yeah.
we threw parties at our college house and
Mhm.
had like sweat stains on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
Like you could
Ew.
not get it out. Like
People
we
like
tried so
grinding
hard.
on each other's on the wall, just leaning up against the wall.
Just black streaks across the wall. Just like
Oh no.
Yeah. I mean, we had the guest bathroom, the half bath
oh,
that none of us used because we all had a toilet, so we never used it.
because that thing was.
We don't even remember the
obliterated.
last time when we had people over. We don't remember the last time we opened that bathroom door
Mm-hmm.
and there was like a black ring around the
Just
toilet.
never got cleaned.
That was like the party bathroom. It was like just go use that bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Good luck in there. But
Yeah. It's like equivalent to like a public stall.
literally.
Yeah.
And then I remember there's one time our other roommate, me and Kyle, we were gone at like an FCA camp or something for college, and our roommate threw a party. I remember we were there, and we were just in our cabin, and we get a FaceTime from him. 1,000 people in our house. He's like, "What's up,
Oh,
guys?" It's like, "Is there a party at our house right now?" I was like, "Yeah, like we're just having fun." And I'm talking like it is like wall to wall packs, and we're just like,
Oh god.
Okay.
Bro.
The first thing I thought of was like, shit, I didn't block my door.
Yeah, dude, that's what I would be worried about. Yeah.
Yeah.
I went in my room and I freaking went Sherlock Holmes in that bitch, and I was like,
Did you find anything crazy?
no, it was all good,
That's all good.
unscathed. I was like, oh, thank God.
You're like, thank goodness.
Your bed was probably used, but
Yeah.
Ugh.
Why don't you say
My
the
bed
sheets
was
were a little
made,
messy? I'm kidding.
and I don't make my bed. So I was like, oh,
no sad, bro.
Like, oh, they cleaned it for
we
me.
had mates come here.
All right, we're at 45 minutes.
Ooh.
We can do.
Not bad. We got another 15-ish.
We can do shower thoughts.
Okay.
We can before we even get into shower thoughts. We can talk about when we Karina even saying that she doesn't even have shower thoughts.
Oh.
Yeah, like
That's
what do you
insane, bro.
what do you guys I don't even think I think in the shower.
I actually have a really good theory about this.
Ooh,
Yeah.
let's hear it.
So you know how people say like when you're in the shower, you're just a genius,
Hmm.
right? Which I can agree with that.
Yeah.
Here's why I think that's the case. Because we're not distracted in the shower.
Yeah.
When we're not in the
That's
shower,
fair.
when we're not in the shower, it's like there's people to talk to. We're on our phones all the time, scrolling,
Yeah.
TV,
Yeah.
whatever the case is. All these different like ways to stimulate us or distract us.
Mhm.
That's one of the few times where you're just actually there with your thoughts.
Oh, that is so true. I mean,
So
just sorry,
Yeah.
It makes sense that you have some interesting thoughts in the shower.
you
Yeah.
really do. I mean, for me, I would say I think more deeply as in like, because I have like my Alexa in my bathroom, so I always am blasting music. But that's the time where I'm just like listening to music and I actually listen to lyrics, and I was like,
Yeah,
that's a bar. I don't remember ever thinking about
bro.
this.
I perform in the shower.
Oh, me too.
yeah. You
like,
always
I'm
sound
on
better.
stage, bro. I'm on
You
stage.
always sound better. It's like the shower has like automatic auto tune.
Oh, for sure.
Like,
It's just a high enough volume
Yeah.
of the music.
bro, I'm hitting notes that like with Ariana Grande in The Weeknd. Like,
Oh, yeah.
my voice is
And you're
up
hitting
there,
them
bro.
for sure.
Yeah, dude, for sure. And then you get on the mic and it's like, what the heck? I swear to God, like
I just
hit this
need
note
water.
the other day.
I just need to be in the
So
shower.
be in the shower.
I promise I sound
Yeah.
different.
Ooh, shower karaoke. That's a thing. That could be a
Mm.
thing. Don't take my idea.
That sounds like a porno or something.
No, I mean,
Shower karaoke.
make it like you gotta wear a bathing suit.
Yeah.
Fair, fair. Can you imagine going like American Idol? They like, hold on, bring out a shower, get it.
Yeah.
All right, I'm ready.
Now I'm in my
Now I'm ready.
element.
Yes, I'm ready. But I do have some shower thoughts here that
Let's
I have
go.
It's still locked and loaded from the chamber. For those flat earthers out there, if the earth was flat, wouldn't the edge of the world probably be like a tourist attraction?
Ooh.
I would go.
Yeah, like
I would
let's go see the
definitely
edge of
go
the
see
world.
I would go.
Who wouldn't go see the edge?
That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. But then you just fall off into like an abyss, or like,
For those flat earthers out there, why don't you go make some money and put a tourist
Yeah.
attraction at the edge of the earth?
Do some
Facts.
tours.
I'll show up.
facts.
Or, hear me out. You know how they talk about like the Bermuda Triangle?
Yeah.
Mhm.
People just
Mhm.
get lost. Maybe
Yeah.
that's the edge.
Ooh.
And everyone who goes is just gone.
Oh snap!
Oh, wait, hold up.
Snap. Hold
Hold
on.
up.
Are you a flat earther?
I guess
am
I'm
now.
tell us.
That got me. Like,
You got me.
That's the edge. Just no one's ever come back to talk about it.
yeah, I should get like a compass when I go on a plane, so I can make
Yeah.
sure he's going on track.
Yep.
You know, if I'm going like to California, let's make sure this guy's going west. All right.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Mhm.
So, because if it's a flat Earth, and he's like, oh, let's make a north up here, let's go up here and here, and then
Yeah.
to stay within the circle.
Yeah. We'll get to the bottom of it.
Yeah, for sure. We'll
We have
figure it
like
out.
17 ongoing investigations on this podcast.
Yeah.
We're not making progress on any of them.
No.
We're waiting
But
for-
we will. Don't
we
worry.
will.
We'll get there.
We'll get there.
That's
no,
what we
no
hired-
leads yet.
That's what we that's what we hire people on Twitter to
Exactly.
eventually tell us. Let's see. Oh, this is one that I thought of recently since Emerald's pregnant. You know, pregnant women, they're the true bodybuilders.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
They're building a body.
Yeah, it's facts.
They're literally building bodies. bro.
Literally.
Literally.
I thought about that. I was like, yo, you're building a body. And I was like, oh shit, you're a bodybuilder.
Hey, yo.
Yeah.
They're the actual useful bodybuilders.
That one, yeah, that
Exactly.
one blew my mind.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one.
That is good.
Let's see when this is another one here. Speaking of on dogs, when my dog brings me the same toy, I wonder if it's his or her favorite toy, or if he thinks that it's my favorite toy.
Ooh.
Probably they think it's your favorite toy, bro.
It's like, oh, this dude always throws it and plays with me when I have this one.
He's trying to
Some-
make you happy.
Yeah.
That makes me sad.
Oh, they're looking out for you.
We don't deserve
Bro,
dogs.
don't cry right
No,
now.
dude, I'm about to say I might tear up right now, dude. Oh my goodness.
We don't deserve dogs.
We really don't.
If you really think about it, Honey only her favorite toys have the squeaker in it, and every time she squeaks it, which by the way, let's sidetrack here. Honey has all these toys, and they're all fluffy, and they have the little squeakers in it. You
Mhm.
know, she does not touch them.
Okay.
Only if one a game's about to start. 2, we're about to start a movie. 3, we're on the phone. She has this like sense of a vibe
Yeah.
that like we're anticipating something. And she goes,
It's like when y'all
time
chill
for the
out.
squeaker.
If she notices y'all chilling out a little too much, she's like,
Yeah.
not
She's like,
having that.
It's a little too quiet in here. Time to get
And I'm
loud.
like, I always rip it from like, why? Why this squeaker?
Okay, but you know how like when people say like, "Oh, I'm a dog," or like they use the term "dog" as like it's a negative connotation. Not negative, but like you're kind of a savage.
yeah.
Why is that the case? Because dogs are fucking dope, bro, and
They
they're
really
loyal
are.
and they're nice. So why do we conflate that to someone acting like a savage?
Maybe unless you're comparing more to
Maybe
like
a
a
mean
street dog.
dog.
Yeah.
Like a Rottweiler.
Yeah. So then say I'm a Rottweiler.
I'm a Rottweiler.
I'm just kidding.
That's
I'm
too
a
much.
Rottie, bro.
It's too much
Well,
vowels
people-
and consonants.
People say like that's my dog.
That's true.
That's true.
Because
And
they're
that has
loyal.
that has a similar.
But are they
meaning.
really? Our
Yeah.
dogs are really loyal, bro. I think it depends on the dog
Not
because
yeah.
there's some dogs out there. Just anyone who gives them attention, they're happy.
or a treat.
That's fair.
Yeah.
You know what
That
I'm
is
saying? Or they
fair.
smell food, they're ditching
Boom.
you
Yep.
immediately.
Mm-hmm.
Peace out.
Peace. For
So-
real. That's honey.
I guess it depends.
Yeah.
That's funny.
That's my dog. Anyone
Honey
who's got
ain't
a
very
treat,
loyal, bro.
she don't give us. She don't give a damn about you.
She's like, who are you again?
Yeah. I mean, shoot. When Larry came over to the house real quick, and shoot, she didn't give a rat's ass about me.
New friend. New
Yeah.
friend.
I gave you a roof, bro.
Yeah, I was like, yo, I feed you every day.
Yeah. I spend money on you, bro.
I even wait for her to physically see me. Here's the food. See my hand? It's me. Like,
I take care of it.
this is the hand that feeds, so don't bite.
Yep.
That's too funny.
else
Another
we got?
one is when you drink alcohol. Well, since we're drinking alcohol here, when you drink alcohol, you're just borrowing happiness from tomorrow.
Fact. That's why I've slowed down a bit on it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So you can
That is
balance
facts.
out
You can
the
balance
happiness.
it out.
Yeah. That's a good thought. too.
That's a good one.
Because you're never happy the next day unless you're like my 21st and just throw it up all. In
yeah,
one
if you
day.
get it all out of your system same night,
yeah,
then you're good to go tomorrow.
you
But
just pop up ready
it's
to
not
go.
always the
and just
case.
run it back.
Run it back.
And then this is my last one. We're just unloading the clip here.
He's like, damn, I'm not gonna have any more for next episodes.
Yeah, now I'm gonna have to take more showers.
Showering twice a day.
Watching a graduation ceremony is like sitting through a movie that is entirely end credits.
Yes.
Honestly,
Tired.
That's funny because
Oh
Larry's
my-
about to go to one.
literally, dude. I'm about to be there.
Dude, I've sat through one of our family friends' graduations at UTSA, which was at 7:00 at night, which should be against the law.
Yeah.
That's
And they
late.
just happen to, this year we're gonna break the record for most graduates of UTSA history.
Like,
and I'm
oh,
like,
that's wonderful.
4,724. And I'm like, yo,
fuck no.
I just lean over to my family friend's parents. I'm like, yo, where is she in the list here? She's like, oh, she's the last group. And I'm like,
Ooh.
what am I doing here 2.5 hours early?
You could show up at 9.
Dude, I could have. The whole graduation, they were just rattling off names in the background, and I had my phone, and I was just watching the Nuggets-Lakers game.
Oh,
I
yeah.
watched from the tip-off, and by the time our friend got called up on stage, we were halfway through the fourth quarter.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, I watched the full game,
That's insane.
sitting
bro.
in the Alamo Dome on my phone.
I was dialed into his phone. Just waiting.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's too funny.
So graduation's at 7:00. Got there at 6:30. Didn't leave till 10.
Jeez.
That should be
My
illegal, bro.
Saturday night was ruined.
That's criminal.
I mean, I was.
God,
And it wasn't necessarily.
That's criminal.
That's criminal.
It's not like I was going to do anything. I was
Yeah.
just got to go to bed
Yeah,
later.
graduations really are the end credits, bro.
They really are.
Yeah.
My goodness.
And there's not even any like after credits scene. Nothing exciting.
No.
Nothing to look forward to. I
No
mean, of course
post-credits.
you're happy for,
Yeah.
for the one person you're there for.
Literally. Especially if they're at the end, like the last group, you're just like, all right, here we go.
Yeah.
Well, the whole time you're thinking is like, yo, dude, what are we eating after this? And it's like, so there were so many people at the graduation. It took so long and it was so late that they had like 4,700 people.
Mhm.
When they were like, all right, throw your caps up in the air. Congratulations. Yo, I swear to God, there was like 500 people left. People got on the stage, grabbed their degree and just walked
they just
straight
dipped.
out the stadium.
I didn't even know you could do that.
Well, a lot of them
Oh, they
did.
do
People were like waving, like, "Let's go, let's get out of here."
They're like, I'm free now.
I'm done.
I don't
Did
owe
what
them
needed to do.
anything.
Yes.
maybe my student loans, but that's it.
I
Just
don't
get
owe
out of
you
here.
anything except my money.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah. So, what time are we at?
We're at 55.
Oh,
Ooh.
55.
So
did
we
have
can wrap
one.
up literally whenever, unless we got.
I did have one thing I wanted to pick y'all's brain about.
Okay.
Let's
I
get
just
it.
I just happened to see it on social media. So apparently, I know y'all saw this, but in 2024, you can have your wedding in space. They said it costs $2.3 million.
Yep. No.
Oh, that's it?
2.3. They said you can take
Down.
2 guests, a pastor, and that's it. And they said obviously like stipulation, like if you want to have what do you call it, a reception afterwards, it has to be on Earth. But
Whoa.
that's what you can do.
So it's literally just one of those like quick trips where they just go like right out into the edge,
It's like you
Yep.
start floating. It's like, all right,
come back.
It's like, I do, and you come back now.
yo,
yeah.
Karina, you and Ron are still gonna do that.
Yeah, let me just borrow the money.
Yeah. No, it's an easy loan. Easy loan.
Yeah, easy loan.
We might. I think we're almost there.
You guys got good credit.
How many shirts we've sold?
Like a-
paid off for the rest of your life?
No, I mean that's a cool concept. I
It's a
guess
cool concept, but I just feel like
probably a waste.
I agree. I
Yeah.
think it is too, but I mean, I guess it's cool to have the option, but it's like, why would you want to do it up there? I mean, I get the whole
Mhm.
like the cool aspect of it, but it's like, all right, you go up there, get it done, come back down. Now you just wasted $2.3 million. For
And
like,
it's so
5
quick
minutes.
too. Yeah, it's literally so quick.
Yeah, and then you got to still pay for. I mean, if you could pay for that, I mean, I guess
reception.
reception is a breeze.
Right.
But
facts.
I'm over here thinking someone who just got done with the wedding was like, yo, what?
Yeah.
What's
Weddings
that?
in general are a waste of money.
Yeah.
It's just a gigantic party.
Yeah.
And then you like, who do you even invite? You got 2 guests.
Just
Yeah.
like
Parents,
two.
I guess. I
Like,
mean,
y'all the parents, and that's it. I mean,
And let's just hope.
but it can't even be both sides parents.
Yeah.
Just pick one parent each. One
Yeah.
parent each.
okay, who do you like the most? No, I'm just kidding.
Then you live stream it. Everyone at
Yeah,
the
live
reception
stream.
watch
That
it.
could be cool.
that would be
that would be
tight.
cool.
You just see like the fucking moon in the background.
It's like, may we have the rings, and they just go toss it to you,
Ooh.
put it right back
It's
on.
a good movie scene.
Yeah.
What's the best space movie?
Ooh,
Space Jam.
Interstellar.
Space Jam. Oh, I was about to say,
Bro, she's on a
Interstellar.
Michael Jordan kick.
Oh my goodness, you
Space
are.
Jam.
Yo, a couple weeks ago, she goes, "Hey, I get the hype now." I'm like,
Like,
"Bro,
I
he's
love this.
Awesome.
2023. I get
understand.
it.
He's like, he really is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I'm
get it.
obsessed right now.
Yeah.
She's like, I watched The Last Dance. I watched Space Jam this weekend. I'm
Bro,
like,
it's
I get it. I get it now.
Did you
do
see Air?
everything.
Didn't you see Air? Is that what?
I saw Air, and then I watched all of The Last Dance, and then I watched all the Space Jam.
Yup, here we go. She's
awesome.
on a hiatus.
She watches highlights on YouTube
I was watching
now.
highlights. I'm listening to like secrets.
Damn.
Oh man.
Yeah,
Okay,
Interstellar.
Space Jam. What do you think?
Interstellar for sure.
Agreed.
I had to say Interstellar.
Interstellar's
that was a
goated,
great
bro.
movie.
Or if
Goated.
you remember on Disney Channel, Xenon.
Xenon went hard.
Oh, Xenon
Xenon.
Z3. That third one is hits.
Yeah.
What about the one with Matt Damon?
Oh, Martian.
Martian.
Martian. Yeah,
I like
yeah,
that.
yeah.
That
was a
one was
good one,
pretty
yeah.
good. Too.
That one's pretty good. Do y'all remember Gravity? It
Oh,
was with
yes.
Sandra Bullock and
And,
George Clooney.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
That
one
one-
was. I remember that one being pretty good.
That one gave me a lot of anxiety.
Anxiety though.
Yeah.
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 Fucking stressful.
That movie was like, yep, not going to space.
Yeah.
That one just freaks you out.
Yeah.
That was scary.
Just being stuck in there out in space, just floating, just like, well, this is
Yeah, dude, just floating. But
Wait.
Interstellar gets like it's space, but it's also like the most creative premise. I feel,
100%.
and it might
100%.
have the best movie song ever.
it. Oh, for sure.
You know which one I'm talking about? The one
Which
that's
one?
like the piano. I forget what it's called.
Give it to
Just
me.
literally look up Interstellar theme
Yeah.
Oh, it's not the first
and watch
song.
someone play it on the piano. You'll
Yeah.
probably be crying by the end of it,
Yeah, it's pretty emotional.
and it's fucking amazing.
That's awesome.
Yeah, you know that little thing where it's like if you watch Interstellar, anytime you hear like a ding or like during the
yeah.
movie, it counts as a year on Earth.
Oh,
What?
I never
Yeah.
knew that. Now I have to go back.
So
and
if you
it.
watch the movie
I gotta watch
again,
it tonight.
I'll have to
bro.
go back
there's
and
these
watch it.
subtle there's these subtle dings that you'll hear throughout the movie, and now that I'm saying it, it'll probably bother the hell out of you.
Oh,
But for every
shit.
ding, that's 1 year on Earth.
Oh,
I never noticed that.
Learn
Yeah.
something new every day.
Yeah, I heard about that before I saw Interstellar.
Did you fact check it?
I did.
Wow.
Yeah,
Nice.
and so if you count up the dings, it leads up to his daughter being old. Spoiler. If you
That
haven't
didn't
seen it by
happen.
now,
That
that's
didn't
on
actually
you.
happen. He's lying.
He's lying.
But
Yeah.
any shout outs, Larry? Any shout outs?
What do you wanna plug?
You're gonna bring some new audience to this one, so shout out to
I mean, I was gonna say, shout out if you haven't been to Austin. It's a great place to live. Go definitely go.
Shout
to
out
Austin.
Austin.
Shout out to the personal people.
Shout out to the city of Austin.
The city of Austin, baby.
Your girlfriend?
Oh, I want to shout out Shayna, my beautiful girlfriend. She's
She's
here.
behind the camera.
She's behind the camera. She's definitely my rock, my person that's keeping me smiling every day. So forever blessed for her. Definitely give a shout out to
Yeah.
Shayna Eichel. Hopefully soon to be Shayna Stevens.
Oh, you heard it here first, ladies and gentlemen.
Nah, that's fire.
Shout out to my personal shout out to my aunt and uncle, and Shannon and Uncle Don in Atlanta. They texted me. We're just like, heard you're about to do a podcast. Give us a shout out. I was like, yeah.
So
How did they know that?
My parents are in Georgia right now.
Oh.
Okay.
My parents, they got me on tracker, you know.
Shout
But
out.
shout out to my aunt and uncle and Shannon.
I would like to shout out not only God but Jesus.
Thank you, Jesus.
Jesus Christ, my one only.
Shout out to Michael Jordan.
Yo,
yeah,
Michael
Jordan,
baby.
MJ, come on the pod.
Bugs Bunny.
We got your
Lola
biggest
Bunny.
fan on here, bro.
Kareem's got so many questions.
Yeah,
Yes.
I got so many.
She would run that interview. So on this scene in Space Jam,
She goes, so how did you stretch your arm that long? And did it hurt?
You did all of your own stunts?
Did it hurt?
oh my god, bro.
That's too funny.
All right, Larry, thanks for coming, bro.
Thank you for having me, man. I really do
Yeah.
appreciate it. It was a long
Yes.
Good time.
Yeah,
It's been real.
it's been fun.
Been real.
Fun.
Thoughts.
Players.
We out.
Bye.
Bye.